Hello everyone and welcome to my uh, Linux distributions review series. In this episode of the series I'll be showing you Elementary OS. This is version 0.3.1 Freya. This is actually based off of Ubuntu, if you're familiar with that. Uses the same operating system. However, the graphics are different, and that is what I'm going to be focusing on today. I'm not going to be getting into the technical end of things. I'm really going to be getting into if you're a user who wants to use Linux for the way it looks and because it's free to install and really simple to set up, then this series is for you. However, if you're looking for technical stuff, I would look for AJ Reisig, I believe the name is, on YouTube. He has over 100 reviews on Linux distributions, and they're very helpful and very technical minded. This is just for the graphics end. So if you're a Mac user, returning Mac user, and you want to switch to Linux, or maybe just use both, this is a really good OS for you, Elementary. It is very much like Mac. You've got all your applications here, your toolbar, what is it, dock. You've got your dock down there. Excuse me. And so it's pretty similar to how a Mac is. You've got your calendar up here, time, all that. You've got power settings, Wi-Fi, speakers. So it's a very simple GUI. Some of the things that come with your factory install are basically everything you see here except for these two apps or applications. Everything on this page except for this, and this. Actually, no, I believe this is here. This is, if you're familiar with Linux, this is like a Get It program. It's just a simple editor, text editor. So if you're familiar with Linux, or if you're not, you'll know that most of the time we'll be using terminal commands to do most everything. And for a very strange reason, the creators of Linux Elementary decided not to use Control-Alt-T as a shortcut in Linux Elementary to open up terminals. So you actually have to go there, click that, and open it, or open it from here. But once you've got that open, it's like every other Linux distro or distribution. So the one of the other really cool things that comes with factory install of Linux of Linux Elementary OS is Midori. Midori is actually the browser of Linux Elementary. It's a very nice looking browser. You've got a very good graphical interface. I believe I'm connected to Wi-Fi here. I really like the way it looks. It's very handy to have. Oh, there we go. Yep. So there's that comes with it. You've also got your software center. This is normally if you want to install an application or an app on Linux, this is where you would go. Instead of trying to go out on the internet finding something that could possibly hurt your computer, you're going to go right to the software center. It's a good way, everything's pretty safe there. If you can't install it that way, and if you can't find what you're looking for, then you'll have to resort to your sudo commands and actually you're going to have to do apt-get install or something along, and then whatever your program is, like simple screen recorder. And that would install Simple Stream Recorder. However, I believe there are a few prerequisites that you'll have to install before that. So like that, they don't actually have Simple Screen Recorder in the Software Center, which is actually this program here, which I really like to do screen recording. However, there are a few commands you want to do in Terminal. So if you don't want to mess around with Terminal, you can use what's called Kazam. That's actually what I'm using here. It's very nice, user-friendly recording software, and it's very simple to use. One of the downfalls about Kazam and Simple Screen Recorder is that they don't record your webcam as well as your screen. The program that would run your webcam is called Cheese Webcam Booth right here. That you can find in the Software Center for free. Excuse me. That's very good to install. I would definitely install that. So yeah. Now this is your file search. This is your file explorer. As you can see, it's very nice looking, very smooth graphics. You've got all these on the side. You can look at your network, connect to a server. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do with Linux. So hopefully this gave you a good overview of how Linux Elementary looks. Hopefully, if you want to put this on your computer, you're not completely going in blind. You'll know exactly what it looks like. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next review.